What is up everyone, my name is SANYXS and welcome back to my channel. So earlier this year I made a top 10 tips for ARK the Survival of the Fittest video, but as Survival of the Fittest has now come to ARK Survival Ascended, I thought why not make a new and updated version with some more valuable tips for the game for new players and maybe even some tips for experienced players. And yeah, if you're new to the channel, I would really appreciate it if you could subscribe, like the video, and leave a comment if there's anything you feel like I missed. I really hope this video helps you to get started in ARK Survival of the Fittest, and let's get started. Starting out at number 10, grab all drops. My first tip of the video is to grab every single drop you find on the map. Yes, even the green ones. Even though you won't get any good weapons like compound bows or rocket launchers in the green drops, you will still get a good amount of resources, especially fiber, which is needed for nearly every type of ammunition in the game. The green drops also come down a lot faster than all the others in the first circle, so depending on your situation, landing on a green drop close to a red one can be a game changer, so you can get a basic weapon to fight for that sweet red drop loot. Number 9. Group heal and RTS mode. Have you ever found it difficult to heal all of your dinos individually? Then I would recommend using the RTS mode activated by pressing V on your keyboard. By marking your whole team, you can hold in G and choose to heal your entire team in seconds, which is obviously just a lot more efficient than to heal all your dinos individually. Using the RTS mode, you can also control your dinos into battle without even having to risk the life of your player, and you can move your dinos around without having to whistle them. To put it simply, the RTS mode is just a very underutilized tool in ARK Survival of the Fittest. Number 8. Shotgun Broodmother. The Broodmother is, like, without a doubt, the most overpowered boss in ARK Survival of the Fittest. By using a shotgun, and preferably a fast tame, you can shred it down easily using the shotgun, as the Broodmother is very weak to guns. The most difficult part about killing the Broodmother with a shotgun is definitely to avoid the webs, as the web spam on the Broodmother is very overpowered, especially against big tames, which is why I would fight it on a small and fast tame while pumping it down with a double barrel shotgun. Number 7. Dragon and Megapithecus counter. Since I told you the best way to counter the Broodmother, let's talk about how you can easily counter the dragon and the Megapithecus. You can grapple to their backs using the grappling hooks, and if you find the perfect spot, the boss won't be able to hit you. From there on out, you can just pump it full of combo shots. Usually I would say flame arrows, but as they aren't in the game yet, compound arrows are definitely the way to go. In the beginning, it can definitely be difficult to find the right spot, but when you find it, the boss will be a piece of cake, as it won't be able to damage you and you can just shred it down with ease. Number 6. Hold R to craft. This is something I almost never do myself, but it's something that can both save you time and will give you a better look at the environment, since you won't have to open the inventory wheel. While holding any weapon in the game, you can simply hold in the R button on PC, and it will automatically craft ammo for said weapon, unless you obviously don't have the materials. Definitely just simply a much more efficient way to do it compared to opening your inventory every time, and definitely a much better way to craft mid-fight, as you won't have to take your eyes off the enemy. Number 5. C4 traps to counter big dinos. The easiest way to beat the biggest tames like Rexes and Gigas is to use C4. C4 is a very underrated tool that can kill almost any tame in the game in one hit if you place 3 C4 and kite the enemy dinos over them. This can also be paired with a tripwire to make it even more powerful. C4 can also be used on players, as it will, without a doubt, kill them in one shot as well. All in all, it's simply just one of the most overpowered and underrated tools if used correctly. Number 4. Ping players so they can't hide. This one is obviously a pretty simple one, but marking enemy players in the game, especially those who try to hide in bushes, is an important strategy that can easily improve team coordination and provides a huge advantage. When you mark an enemy player, you basically just reveal their location to your teammates, making it easier to track and eliminate them without them being able to hide in the foliage and / or running away. Number 3. Quality over quantity. In ARK Survival of the Fittest, going for a bunch of tames at level 0 can be a really bad idea, as a tier 3 dino can easily shred through multiple tier 0 tames. There is a huge difference in damage output and health points with every single level. For example, a tier 3 bear can easily tank a tier 0 Giganotosaurus, even with the Giga being a much stronger creature. So basically what I would recommend doing is leveling your tame to tier 3 before you tame other creatures for your pack. Number 2. Army counters. The army strategy has become very meta in ARK TSOTF. Everyone does it, but not everyone knows how to counter it. The easiest way by far is to use the narcotic grenades, especially when the circle is small, as it will give them no way of escape. I would recommend always carrying 10 narcotic grenades at all times, even though they are kind of expensive as you need normal grenades to make them, but I would just make them whenever I can. The narcotic grenades are simply one of the best ways to counter groups of dinos, and even players in the late zones, as they do a decent amount of damage to players as well. Number 1. Console commands. There are many great commands you can use to improve your game experience in ARK Survival of the Fittest, but to me, the most notable two are r.volumetric_cloud0 and grass.density_scale0. These two commands will remove all clouds and all ground clutter in the game. These two were actually settings in ARK Survival Evolved, but they removed it in ARK Survival Ascended for some reason. I don't really know why. You will have to use these commands every time you launch the game, but they're definitely worth it, both to boost your frames per second and to make enemies easier to spot. So yeah, that was all I had for this video. I don't often make this type of content, but if you would like to see more guide or tips and tricks videos for sotf, let me know. I had a lot of fun making this one. Hopefully some of these tips will help you out to get your first win in ARK Survival of the Fittest. And yeah, I really hope to meet some of you on the battlefield. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next one, and have a great day.